right here in Millersville, Tennessee. And tell me something, Hot Rod, are those, what, is it a Ray Charles night or what is it?
These are prescription, baby. And I know what kind of action we're about to see on NWA Inferno, baby. We've got Arrick Andrews. We've got Drew Haskins, baby. Anybody? Who's anybody? It's in the Sawmill tonight, baby. And with that being said, Jack Johnson,
It's showtime!
and Saw starts now. Ladies and gentlemen, your NWA Southern Tag Team Champions, Nore Havoc, Tim Renesto, the Hero Killers. Tell me what's on your mind, Mr. Havoc. So I'm sitting in the back, and I hear someone say, this is TJ's Sawmill. You're exact. This is TJ's Sawmill. Y'all must be out y'all's rabbit mind. This place was nothing until Tim and I showed up here. TJ didn't live. This place didn't have people packed in here until he and I came back. So you can try to say this is TJ Sawmill. You can try to say this is the Weatherby's place, but that is not. But the fact of the matter is, this is where the assassin dwells. This is the house that Nore built. And we don't care who you are, where you're from. We will break your neck if you come into our house. So that goes out to the Weatherbys, who last week said they're going to bring the fight to us. Really? You're going to bring the fight to us? Have you ever ran from a fight in your life, Tim? I sure as hell haven't. And I'm not going to start today, not with no stupid Weatherby. Hey, y'all keep saying that, I'm gonna come out there and bust somebody right in the mouth. You hear what your partner has to say, Mr. Renesto, as one half of the champions. What do you think about the claim that's been made by the Weatherbys?
You know, I heard Kevin Weatherby say that his dad laid brick by brick to build the sawmill.
That's right.
Well, like my partner said, the sawmill wasn't anything until the Hero Killers showed up, Rod Biggs, and you know that, and these people know that. We laid bodies. We've used the mortar of their blood to build the wall high. And Weatherby's, you say, you hear that? You hear that?
Hey, if y'all shut up, you can hear what the hell he's saying.
We laid bodies to build the wall, Rod. And it's like this. You're going to bring the fight to us? You can't bring the fight to anything, because we are the Hero Killers. This is the house that Nore built. This is where the assassin dwells. And there's nothing that any of you can do about it. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a word from your Southern Tag Team Champions, the Hero Killers!
NWA Southern All-Star Wrestling returns this Friday night, October the 24th, with an 8 p.m. bell time. Doors open at 6:30 to the Sawmill Arena, located in Millersville, Tennessee. It's a special Halloween-themed event, costume contest, and free candy for the kids. Your main event for the Southern Tag Team titles, it's the Hero Killers taking on Cody and Kevin Weatherby. In a 2-on-1 challenge, the Devil's Advocates 1 and 2 take on Hammerjack 2 against 1 in this special match. And for the Southern Heavyweight Championship, Arrick the Dragon Andrews challenges the new champion, Shawn Hoodrich, with Jimmy Street, plus Jeremiah Plunkett, Drew Haskins, Ali Shabazz, Big Time Bubba, and all your top stars of SAW.
And his opponent tonight, in the Zoolander, he is Mr. Teen Excitement, Drew Haskins! Drew Haskins and Slick Wayne here at TJ Sawmill. Hot Rod Biggs, this promises to be a great matchup. What do you want?
This promises to be a slaughter because Mr. Teen Excitement is just that. Excitement, baby. Don't touch those remote controls. Because Mr. Haskins is about to show you, Jack Johnson, and all you people watching at home, what professional wrestling is all about.
Big Slick Wayne has Haskins over in the corner, patting his head like he's a child. Slick Wayne, a big man. Drew Haskins confused a little bit.
Drew Haskins is never confused, baby. He is playing mind games. And if this guy's as big an idiot as I think he is, it's not going to be hard for Drew to outsmart him. Overpower him? Maybe.
Slick Wayne choking Haskins over the ropes. Referee Billy Woods telling him to break it up, but Slick Wayne throws Haskins down to the mat. Now makes the cover with one powerful hand, but no. Haskins having none of that, getting beat over the back. Now Slick Wayne has him in the corner, drives the shoulder in.
I must say that perhaps I underestimated what I said last week. Never say never when it comes to anyone who steps in the squared circle here at TJ Sawmill. And perhaps I underestimated Slick Wayne because he's making an impressive showing with Mr. Teen Excitement. Drew Haskins, baby, that's not your average backyard Joe. That's not enough Johnny come lately. That's the teen idol, Drew Haskins.
Slick Wayne's got him down, almost got him out right now with a chokehold. Look at the big hands of Slick Wayne. Oh, look at the big elbow of Slick Wayne.
Talk about compressing the C5, 4, and 3, baby. That was a big elbow to the top of the head. Drew Haskins holding his neck. He is obviously feeling the pain of that. And Slick Wayne quick to take advantage as he's just cranking the head of Drew Haskins against that bottom rope, baby. That bottom rope is still cable encased in rubber. Make no mistake about it, Jack Johnson. That was a very painful maneuver that we just seen Drew Haskins in.
Haskins out of the pinning attempt there now.
See, he's tired of playing games.
European uppercut. Haskins again, another uppercut. Whipping Slick Wayne reversal, and oh!
He threw Drew Haskins into the turnbuckle so hard, Drew Haskins turned 3 flips before he hit the mat, Jack Johnson. I have truly underestimated the wrestling abilities of Slick Wayne. Beautiful suplex, he may score a victory.
Big Slick Wayne in the Sawmill, trying for the upset. Using those big hands, those big arms to hold down Haskins.
I cannot believe that we're this far into the matchup and Drew Haskins, Mr. Teen Excitement, is still being worked over. Is still at the disadvantage in this matchup. So I want to take this moment, Jack Johnson, and I want to tell all the people watching at home, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. but this is also the month where Halloween falls, baby. And if you want to go see a haunted house and you want your money's worth, you want to visit Full Moon Tattoo and their slaughterhouse, baby. The best haunted house, not only in Nashville, but in all the surrounding areas. That's where you want to be if you want to see horror. If you want to see excitement, be right here in the Sawmill.
Drew Haskins and Slick Wayne battling it out, and oh, big chop across the chest. Slick Wayne goes down.
Slick Wayne has lasted much longer than I expected. Drew Haskins, if he lands this, I do believe the match will be over. And Slick Wayne is powered out of it. I've never seen anyone do that, Jack Johnson. No one has ever done that to Drew Haskins. I think that Drew Haskins made the same mistake I did, because we're not perfect. We're all infallible, almost. And Drew Haskins may have underestimated this big man.
Slick Wayne, oh, coming up, and Haskins pulls him up. 1, 2, 3, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Drew Haskins.
There is proof of the wrestling education. Drew Haskins was dominated throughout this matchup by Slick Wayne, but in the end, he used his wrestling abilities, his knowledge, all the chops he learned in the ring to score the victory, the 1, 2, 3, and the check in the win column that forever goes down in history.
It's all said and done. Your winner, Drew Haskins. Hot Rod Biggs, we've had some great action out here at TJ Sawmill.
Tired of getting around like this? Then come to Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales. Located at 621 Old Hickory Boulevard E. 500 down, home of 0% $50 weekly payments. That's Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales. Call them today at 612-7635.
Hey, Tony.
What happened?
I don't know, man.
Again?
Tony.
Man, what the? Are you serious?
Man, listen, we're not doing this right now. He needs help. Okay? Way to go, Plunkett. Way to go. Man, listen, I told you last week.
Hey.
Man, I told you to.
Huh?
Get off me, man.
Man,
I told you guys already.
Got some help here.
I told you guys already.
Real.
Grinding Dante's head against those rigid edges where the pipes are designed to attach. On the bottom, face full of powder for Dante. He's swinging blindly. Hammerjack, big boot to Dante, pounding him across the back. Hey, stopping and nothing, going back. Dante's going back for the part of the cage. He's using part of the SAW set. And he just knocked Hammerjack to the floor with a 6-foot section of metal. Throwing Dante into the cage. Hammerjack with the kitchen sink as he goes to Dante, and now he's got it against his lower abdominal area, and Hammerjack has the sledgehammer in hand. Here come the Devil's Advocates. And they jump on Dante. There's nothing the referee can do about it because this isn't anything goes. Double clothesline, Bell and Dagon go down. Dante with the sink. He just hit Hammerjack with the kitchen sink. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Dante! The Assault!
And his opponent tonight, he is known as the Dragon. This is Arrick Andrews.
We want to talk about something being big and it can't get any bigger. Let's talk about the ego behind the man who's
Come on, he's hugging everybody. He's hugging everybody in the place. Hot Rod Biggs, I can't stand it. Arrick Andrews will finish hugging and shaking all the hands. We'll be back with more after this on Southern All-Star Wrestling.
Looking for the latest news on NWA Southern All-Star Wrestling? Want to check out exclusive matches never seen on television? Maybe you'd like to get free ticket offers for upcoming SAW live events. Well, check out NWA Southern All-Star Wrestling online at facebook.com/NWA SAW and hit the like button to stay up to date on the latest happenings as well as interact with other NWA SAW fans. NWASAW.com or facebook.com/NWA SAW for all your SAW online needs.
Welcome back, fans. Arrick Andrews, the Dragon, taking on Trent Basham. NWA action at its finest. Basham looking around, not knowing what to make of this crowd that is definitely behind Arrick the Dragon Andrews.
They're behind Arrick the Dragon Andrews with good reason. He is the man to beat. He is the reigning NWA Southern Heavyweight Champion, a belt that I once carried. A belt that was stolen from me, but that's another story for another day. We're going to talk about Trent Basham as he takes the champion and whips him into the ropes. It brings a tear to my eye to think of the memories I shared with that Southern Heavyweight title, and to think that Arrick Andrews is trying to fall. Oh, what a beautiful front atomic drop, followed up by our series of European uppercuts whipped into the rope. Flying clothesline from the Dragon, followed up by an elbow. How dare him try to put himself in the same company with me, but damn if he's not doing it.
You had all those same moves there, Hot Rod, the same repertoire. You're very similar athletes. Here comes Basham over towards our announce table.
Do you doubt my agility, my We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Off the air. Off the air.
Basham walking around on the outside. He's got to get back in, though. Billy Woods is halfway through the count. And Andrews swinging him in there. Now Andrews pounded over the back. Big forearms. Has Basham in the corner, snaps him over. Oh! Knee right between the shoulder blades.
Basham is in a very, very weird predicament because right now he's getting devastated by the champion, but he's still in the ring with the champion, Jack Johnson. This man has an opportunity to shock not only the Sawmill, but to shock the world, regardless of what those fans are over there cheering as we hear them saying, Arrick, Arrick. Trent Basham could escape with the Southern Heavyweight title.
Basham, drops the chin across the turnbuckle. And now Andrews checking his dental workout. Takes the forearm, crumbling down in the corner. Andrews took a shot.
You see what I mean, baby? when you step into the ring, anywhere, anytime, any place, with someone with the title, the caliber of the NWA Southern Heavyweight Championship, you realize the list of names, the list of superstars, the who's who in professional wrestling that have held that very title.
Or you can look in the mirror and see one of them.
Obviously, but I'm talking about Ric Flair. I'm talking about the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I'm talking about Barry Windham. We're talking about Steve Kerr. We can go on there. The King Lawler, Superstar Bill Dundee. You name them. They've held that Southern Heavyweight title. Dutch Mantel, Buddy Landell. I could go on and on and on with Phil Hickerson, Coco Beware.
You're a regular
But
Wikipedia.
now, hey, baby, but right now is what matters. And Arrick the Dragon Andrews is the man wearing the title. And what an upset it would be for the fans, but what a moment in history it could be for this kid if he's able to take out Arrick the Dragon Andrews.
Andrews been choked over in the corner by Basham. Basham back up, and what a specimen this guy is. Young man. I wish I was in that kind of shape, Hot Rod. You ever been in that kind of shape?
Do I look
Don't answer that.
Do I look like I do Pilates, Jack Johnson? Of course I've never been in that shape, but that hasn't stopped me. These gentlemen are fighting in a man's sport, so you can do one of two things. You can get in the ring and you can fight, or you can get in the gym and work out, baby. But barbells don't fight back, so you can't stop at the gym. And as you can see, this kid is taking it to the champion because he has cut his shot inside the square circle. All you backyarders, all you generic so-called promotions out there, take notice, baby. NWA SAW is a cut above the rest. And this kid right here, Trent Basham, is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. He is Arrick the Andrews.
When you look at him, does he make you want to join a gym? Like Planet Fatness or something like that?
Tell me about their Pizza Mondays again, Jack.
Basham with a boot over the throat of Andrews.
This kid is being vicious, he's being methodical, and he needs to stay on top of Arrick the Dragon Andrews. If he fails to do so, if he gives Andrews an opening, Andrews is going to capitalize on it. This kid, if he's going to pin him, he better make it quick. That could be it.
You know, it kind of reminds me of a little bit younger Arrick Andrews.
I think he's got a couple of 100 pounds over young Arrick Andrews. That being said, all that matters is what we see now, baby.
Mufflers, brakes, and more. Robert and the gang have over 40 years experience offering shocks, AC repair, CV joints, dual exhaust, tune-ups, admissions control, and engine diagnostics. They're located at 1400 Dickerson Road. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or log on to mufflersbrakesandmore.com.
That may be it for Basham.
Basham gave Andrews the opening he needed, and that, baby, is why he's the Southern Heavyweight
Here's the cover. 1, 2, oh! Basham gets the shoulder up.
Wasn't a 3 count there, but he still has let the momentum get back on the side of the champion. And once you do that, the deck is stacked against you, Jack Johnson. You being a non-athletic man, I can understand how you don't see that. Kind of like some of these beer drinking, cupcake eating, peanut butter jelly 5 sandwich eating fat people sitting watching this broadcast.
Neckbreaker.
They remind me of you, Jack Johnson. But what I'm reminded of right there, baby, is success is a neck breaker, a swinging neck breaker at that. 2 3/4, not close enough, baby. Close only count. And horseshoes and hand grenades, and neither one is going on. This is pro wrestling, and TJ saw me.
Basham up. He is frustrated. Andrews being lifted up from the mat. What's Basham going to do? Fireman's carry. And Basham, oh, Andrews throwing the elbow right to the solar plexus, and here's a boot.
There's the experience
Double underhook.
coming into play.
Oh!
Very unique maneuver The allegations have been made. The allegations have been made.
Wait a minute, here comes Who
done it?
Sorry to interrupt you. I'm going to make this short and sweet. Jimmy Street.
We already know you lost the belt.
You've been here this long, and you've already worn out your welcome. Nobody in the back wants you here. I don't want you here. But most importantly, these people don't want you here.
I understand because you came so close to keeping that title. You came so close. I mean, so close. Like these people, I can't help that I chose a better man. You know, I chose a better man that's better than you and all these people. Beautiful gold belt. And honestly, I could understand being sad that I didn't choose you for JMS promotion. It must have been hard growing up, you know, being a bit of a loser like all these people. Being in school and being that last kid that gets picked on the dodgeball team, like all these people. And I understand how it is. It's a big problem. I understand.
NWA Southern All-Star Wrestling returns this Friday night, October the 24th, with an 8 p.m. bell time. Doors open at 6:30 to the SAW Arena, located in Millersville, Tennessee. It's a special Halloween-themed event, costume contest, and free candy for the kids. Your main event for the Southern Tag Team titles, it's the Hero Killers taking on Cody and Kevin Weatherby. In a 2-on-1 challenge, the Devil's Advocates 1 and 2 take on Hammerjack, 2 against 1 in this special match. And for the Southern Heavyweight Championship, Arrick the Dragon Andrews challenges the new champion, Shawn Hoodrich, with Jimmy Street, plus Jeremiah Plunkett, Drew Haskins, Ali Shabazz, Big Time Bubba, and all your top stars of SAW.
Ladies and gentlemen, your NWA Southern Tag Team Champions, the Assassin Tim Renesto, Nore Havoc, the Hero Killer. And their opponents. Give it up for Jeremiah Plunkett and Corey Cruz. Ladies and gentlemen, Hot Rod Biggs here with a very special guest commentator, your friend and mine, Mr. Teen Excitement, Drew Haskins. Mr. Haskins, what a pleasure it is to have you sitting.
Mr. Hot Rod Biggs, the pleasure is all mine. I'm ecstatic just to be here ringside calling this match with you. Check this off my bucket list. I'm just ecstatic. I can't describe the words I'm feeling. I can't.
I can describe them better than Jack Johnson.
Better.
Wow. Already.
I'm looking forward to this contest, though. I want to see Jeremiah Plunkett and Corey Cruz. Yeah, I want to see them step up tonight.
Well, you know, before this match begins, I would like to ask you, there were some accusations made by Jeremiah Plunkett, should I say about Jeremiah Plunkett, by Arrick the Dragon Andrews. You were knocked out. The big moron in charge has been knocked out. Now we've seen the NWA Director of Operations, Tony Falk, knocked out. There's a lot going on, and I have to know what you think about this, Mr. Teen Excitement.
It's pure chaos. There's nothing else to describe it. I mean, can we get some order in this locker room? Tony Falk, the man who runs SAW. I mean, he is who he is in the back. He carries himself the way he does out front, the way he does in the back. And the fact that somebody would lay out Tony Falk is despicable.
Well, despicable indeed. And I told everyone I was going to get to the bottom of this. And I'll be quite frank with you, Mr. Haskins. I have no idea. There's been a lot of finger pointing by Jack Johnson that the Hero Killers could be at the bottom of this.
Wow, I haven't even thought of that.
But I know the Hero Killers, and they are what they are. They are Hero Killers.
Well, it's just hard to say that somebody that would carry themselves like a champion that Tim Renesto has for years, and Nore Havoc. I mean, these guys have not only been champions, not only the current champions here, they've been champions around the world. It's hard to dispute that they would have to sink to that level just to get, I can't even fathom it. It's just
a lot to get to the bottom to. Is the Assassin Tim Renesto about to lock horns with the newcomer right here at TJ Sawmill, Mr. Corey Cruz, and his partner, ironically, Mr. Haskins, is someone you know very well. Our reigning NWA television champion, once the untouchable Jeremiah Plunkett.
You know, with Jeremiah Plunkett, you're right, there is a lot of history, but I'll tell you what, Corey Cruz, I got the pleasure to step in the ring with him. Not only is he a second-generation talent, but he brought it in the ring. I was surprised by his, just first off, by his physique. He's came a long way in a very short amount of time. He's got a bright future at NWA SAW.
Talk about something bright. Was that arm drag by one of the most phenomenal second-generation superstars, and I'm talking about Mr. Tim Renesto. All the fans have to do is Google search the name Renesto, R-E-N-E-S-T-O, baby, and you will see how far the Renesto name goes back in professional wrestling history as he takes Mr. Cruz down by his hair.
And it's just something like that. That's going to show the intelligence of a second-generation wrestler. I hope Corey Cruz is a counter for something like that. If not, it's going to be a very, very long night. Because Tim Renesto, the assassin, you Google the Renestos, I hope your browser search engine has the speed capable to handle that download history. That Renesto name is famous, and Tim Renesto is just giving us a taste of what he's capable of in that ring.
This man, no holds barred from the Hero Killers. Tim Renesto, no stranger to breaking, bending, whatever, fracturing, you name it, to the rules. As we seen him pull Corey Cruz back into the headlock by his hair, but it was out of sight of the big moron in charge. You know, he calls himself the BMIC. And Corey Cruz is able to turn around and take advantage of the arm of Tim Renesto, but I don't predict that lasting long.
Exactly. You brought up a good point about bending the rules. The rules are still in place. They are still in place. They're still a big part of what is NWA SAW. And I commend the officials for keeping it that way. That's not going to that violence that we have to dispute in the back.
A lot of things going on right here at NWA SAW. Leapfrog, a beautiful drop kick from the cool dude Corey Cruz. Tim Renesto going to the outside to regroup himself. Nore Havoc coming over. Looks like they've got a plan something here, because I don't think they expected that from the cool dude Corey Cruz.
That's a sign of a veteran. You call it a drop kick, I call it a mule kick with that acceleration. That's a sign of a veteran, bringing you down, slowing down the match. Tim Renesto is going to keep the match at his pace, and let's see if Corey Cruz can alter things.
Going back in, Corey grabs that. You know, Drew, I just may have to replace you. Excuse me, I may have to replace Jack Johnson with you. I stand corrected as your former partner, your former protege, if I may say. Jeremiah Plunkett takes to the ring. Mr. Havoc then cut off by an arm drag.
Look at the intensity of Jeremiah Plunkett. That's why we tagged together. That's why when we tagged together, we were successful. I just hope Jeremiah Plunkett can keep it together, because we were tag team champions. Let's see if he can maintain in this tag team title bout. Are the belts on the line, or is this just an opportunity just to see what Jeremiah Plunkett and Corey Cruz are capable of? Look at Nore Havoc. He's taking the match back in his hands. He's got to keep an eye on him. He's got Jeremiah Plunkett up against the ropes. Let's see, there you go. He's starting to shift his body weight. Up, there's the big bull. Boom! They're flip-flopping. Oh, wow! They're flip-flopping flag faster than we can call it, Jack. Oh, my goodness. I almost called you Jack Johnson. I got so excited just calling this match.
How dare you?
I didn't mean no disrespect. It's the competitive.
NWA Southern All-Star Wrestling returns this Friday night, October the 24th, with an 8 p.m. bell time. Doors open at 6:30 to the SAW Arena, located in Millersville, Tennessee. It's a special Halloween-themed event, costume contest, and free candy for the kids. Your main event for the Southern Tag Team titles, it's the Hero Killers taking on Cody and Kevin Weatherby. In a 2-on-1 challenge, the Devil's Advocates 1 and 2 take on Hammerjack 2 against 1 in this special match. And for the Southern Heavyweight Championship, Arrick the Dragon Andrews challenges the new champion, Shawn Hoodrich, with Jimmy Street, plus Jeremiah Plunkett, Drew Haskins, Ali Shabazz, Big Time Bubba, and all your top stars of SAW.
Here we go. Here comes Tim Renesto, the veteran, the assassin. Boom! Kicks like that.
Corey Cruz in a very, very compromising position at the hands of the Hero Killers. You know, these guys are veterans. They are the NWA Southern Tag Team Champions, and they can do some damage. And this is where they do their best work, baby, as Nore Havoc has the cool dude Corey Cruz on the outside. Right across the steel barrier there.
And there's nothing the referee can do. We talked about the bias calling. He was calling for hair earlier. Now he's sitting there jaw-jacking with Jeremiah Plunkett. He needs to do his job. He needs to stay in the middle of that ring and call this match down the middle. This is a very important contest. Now look at it. We talk about being the veterans. We're seeing confidence. Some people call it slow, methodical. I call it confidence. Look at that. Look at that. He's firing back with shots. Can't keep it going. Why do you call him cool, dude? He's looking like a house of fire in there.
Corey Cruz showing he is not here to play games. He knows the importance of this matchup. But right as I said that, before I was even finished with the sentence, Nore Havoc nearly decapitated the cool dude Corey Cruz. And now he has him in a very, very painful maneuver. You know, Drew Haskins, that when you cut a man's oxygen off, you're cutting off his lifeline.
Right, we talk about, we take a move like a simple chin lock, but when it's applied by a veteran such as Nore Havoc, you start to see that confidence. You talk about the neck, it's a very sensitive part of the body. It's smaller than the other joints, but when you start applying pressure to it, that neck twists and bends just as easily.
A little bit of pressure on the carotid artery is all it takes. Corey Cruz ducked the first clothesline. Double down, Nore Havoc down, Corey Cruz is down. Who is going to make the tag first as Nore tags Renesto, and he cuts off Corey Cruz. Plunkett can do nothing but sit there and await a tag.
And Hot Rod, that might have been just the size of the body. We talk about Corey Cruz putting on that weight, but Nore Havoc, he was able to absorb that clothesline. He took a lot more of it, and he was able to make that tag. Hopefully Corey Cruz can stay in the gym, keep making that progress, and if so, he will have a bright future here.
The assassin, Tim Renesto, showing those years of ring experience as he dropped a series of knees to the back of the head, which sent the face, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the chin, the jaw of the cool dude Corey Cruz into the mat, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And now he locks in tight on his arm. The Hero Killers are showing why they are the NWA Southern Tag Team Champions.
And it's Tim Renesto, the human contortionist. That's what he's doing to cool dude Corey Cruz. And you look at the veterans. There you go. Quick tags in and out. Quick tags in and out. And no, this is not Jack Johnson. This is Mr. Excitement himself. Mr. Excitement, not Teen Excitement. I bumped up. Not that I disregard my team fans because I love them all so much. But this is not Jack Johnson. This is Drew Haskins. This is Hot Rod Biggs. This is NWA SAW.
And this, Mr. Haskins, is what makes NWA SAW a cut
above the rest. Wow. And they're all living proof of why we are a cut above the rest. And speaking of, that might have given Corey Cruz a cut above the eye. It's looking to, I'm waiting to see. There's a cut. If you look at an MMA fight, they'll stop the match after a move like that. I know Corey Cruz can protect himself. And there we go. Slowly, he's going to the floor. Watch. You talk about cool dude Corey Cruz. The Hero Killers, they're looking just as cool, almost as cold as ice. I couldn't have thought of it any better. Look at that. Bam!
Corey Cruz has absorbed a tremendous amount of punishment, and he still has a long night ahead of him, if I know anything about the Hero Killers.
He does, but look at Jeremiah Plunkett going back and forth. He's intense. He's ready to get in this match. Question is, Corey Cruz has absorbed a lot of punishment. Can he make that tag? Can he get to Jeremiah Plunkett? Look at the quick tags in and out. I just don't know if it's going to happen. Oh, there we go. Oh! Ooh!
Beautiful front atomic drop by the assassin, followed up by a textbook drop kick from Nore Havoc. And then he turns to address this crowd, keeping the cool dude Corey Cruz close enough to Jeremiah Plunkett to antagonize him, but yet so far away that he can't make the tag. That, my friend, is tag team excellence.
It is, and you talk about cutting off the ring, now it's just humiliating Jeremiah Plunkett. He knows Corey Cruz has absorbed a lot. He knows that's going to take a lot more for Corey Cruz to make that tag. And you talk about going to the crowd, get in front of Jeremiah Plunkett's face. He's the veteran of this ring. He knows what he's doing. Look at him, bringing him back. I would be surprised if they do a quick tag. There we go, body slam. Oh! Oh, he goes right to the back. Look at that, quick tags in and out. This is a veteran tag team. This is what is exciting. This is why they are the tag team champions. Loose!
The assassin lays one in on the ribs of the cool dude Corey Cruz, and how this gentleman is holding on is beyond me. He has to be running on pure adrenaline. A chop to the abdomen followed by a shot to the throat, now a shot to the face. The Hero Killers are doing just that. They are being vicious. Look at that, a knee drop right across the bridge of the nose, and now Renesto's going to the top.
This gets high reward. Just as things like this. Can this be the opportunity that Corey Cruz so desperately needs to make that tag?
Tim Renesto launched himself from the top rope. He makes the tag. And here goes Plunkett.
Look at that. Cool dude, Corey Cruz. House of Fire, Jeremiah Plunkett. He's an inferno in that ring. No pun intended. Look at this. Watch the shots. We got to watch that punch. That punch is where it's at. If he connects to that punch, the match could be over just as quick.
If Jeremiah Plunkett lands the kill shot, that could very well be it indeed. He was going for it. Renesto knew it. He poked him in the eyes. Plunkett to the outside, and they're going back to Corey Cruz. Tim Renesto's getting the saw.
We talked about anarchy. Here we go with the Weatherbys. What are we doing?
Here come the Weatherbys.
Why are we ruining a match just like this? Tim Renesto was just defending himself. Corey Cruz was in the ring when he shouldn't have been. And now the Weatherbys are in this ring. What's going on? The Weatherbys, they're getting theirs in.
This match has been thrown out. A perfectly good match turned into pure mayhem. The Hero Killers, the Weatherbys.
We got the locker room empty now. The people are on their feet. They're excited. They want to see this fight happen. Can we make this fight happen?